Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Gossip Star Vibe. We all dropped everything because Remy absolutely lost it. And when I say lost it, I mean full-on wig off, table flipping. Where is she? Level meltdown. She was all over Claressa Shields, who apparently told her inner circle, and I quote, "I'm getting physical with Papoose again." Come again? Wait a second. Wasn't Claressa just cozying up to him at her birthday bash, whispering about babies and browsing rings like they were on a TLC reality show? And didn't Remy Ma hurl a $5,000 cake across the room over this exact scenario? Oh, but you thought it ended there? Not even close. This is just the opening act and the drama is boiling over. Why is Claressa boasting about Papoose like she didn't just snatch him from Remy live on camera? Is this all for clout, or is she really flaunting her crown in Ray's relationship? And what exactly did Remy do after hearing those words? Because insiders claim she didn't just respond, she showed up. This isn't celebrity gossip anymore. It's a full-blown love triangle deathmatch, and baby, someone's about to bow out. Get your snacks ready, because we're unpacking it all right now. Let's begin with one undeniable fact. Papoose was not prepared for this kind of mess. We've seen cheating exposés, toxic splits, and social media blow-ups. But this is IMAX-level, front-row, popcorn-flying drama. And the wildest part? It all erupted from one explosive, jaw-dropping line from Claressa Shields. "I'm getting physical with Papoose again." Sorry, come again? The same woman who, just a few weeks ago, was celebrating her birthday with him, holding hands, toasting glasses, whispering baby talk and throwing flirty looks across the table, is now publicly claiming she's back in bed with Remy Ma's man. And not even trying to be discreet. It's giving bold. It's giving petty. It's giving, "I said what I said, do something." Let's not forget, Remy and Papoose were the poster couple for patience and ride or die love. 10 years waiting type of loyalty. And Claressa? She strutted into their world with her champion belt and a smug side-eye, and now she's calling round two? Absolutely not. Flashback to 2 months ago. Papoose and Claressa were seen together at the gym in matching Nike tracksuits like they were prepping for a reality show. Everyone brushed it off. Oh, it's just business. He's helping her brand. Sure, January. No one's buying that anymore. What started as smoothies and mitt drills has allegedly become late-night convos and sleepovers. And Remy? She tried to stay classy. She unfollowed them both and posted a cryptic tweet. "The ones closest to you bleed you the deepest." Then she went quiet. But the disrespect runs deep. Because when Claressa sat at a private brunch in Atlanta and casually dropped that line, it broke the dam. Picture this, a quiet Sunday, chic rooftop, mimosas flowing, influencers laughing through their veneers, socialites snapping selfies mid-avocado toast. And there sits Claressa, glowing in a lavender jumpsuit, box braids flowing, sipping bubbly. Someone casually asks, "So what's up with you and Pap?" And without skipping a beat, she leans back, smirks, and drops the bomb. "Oh, I'm getting physical with Papoose again." Silence. Absolute dead silence. Forks froze mid-air. One girl supposedly choked on her crab cake. Phones went off immediately. Within 2 hours, that quote was everywhere. Group chats coast to coast. By sundown, 3 gossip pages had posted it. By midnight, Remy was trending. Because Remy might stay quiet, but she's not one to be played. According to a source, let's call her Bri with the tragic bangs, Remy had been side-eyeing the situation for weeks. But this wasn't suspicion anymore. This was confirmation. As soon as she saw that quote, she didn't hit her therapist. She hit the airport. Sources say Remy boarded the next flight to Atlanta. Black hoodie, no glam, just her cousin Tom, assistant Monique, and something wrapped in a silk scarf in her bag. Rumored to be a wig, can't confirm. But what is confirmed? She was moving with purpose. And here's the kicker, Papoose was already in Atlanta. Yep, you heard that right. Remy flew directly into the same city where her husband, or alleged ex, was already staying in a hotel suite with the same woman who had just said she was getting physical with him again. It's a love triangle worthy of the gods. Witnesses say Remy arrived at the Intercontinental like she owned the place. Security tried to stay calm, but even the bellhop was sweating. A blurry TikTok video has surfaced, showing someone who looked like Remy pacing the hotel lobby, phone in hand, mouthing what appeared to be, "Where is she?" And if you thought that was wild, get ready. Because just as Remy stepped into the elevator, another insider claims Claressa was already heading up. That's right, both women, same hotel, same floor, same time. The kind of tension that could slice a lace front in half. Now let's rewind the clock, because this wasn't just a random, oops, I'm in town moment. No, this storm has been brewing since before the birthday bash. Since the first time, Papoose and Claressa were spotted sitting courtside at a boxing event without Remy. Ever since that accidental Instagram live where Claressa called Pap babe, then quickly corrected herself with, I meant bro. Right. Sure you did. Papoose, meanwhile, has remained completely quiet. No posts, no tweets, not even a subtle lyrical jab, which for him basically counts as a full confession. And behind the scenes, it gets even messier. Whispers are circulating about supposed messages between Claressa and Papoose, some of which allegedly mention hotel reservations, private training sessions, and a playlist titled Late Night Rounds. If that's not suspicious, we don't know what is. As for Remy, she's had enough. Those close to her say she's tired of playing wife while Claressa plays pretend homemaker. And if that face-to-face confrontation unfolded the way eyewitnesses are claiming, then get ready. Because what happened next made that brunch quote seem like a passing breeze. Remy didn't show up to talk. She came ready to settle things. And when she stepped into that hotel suite where insiders say Papoose and Claressa were possibly mid-cuddle, maybe mid-something else, the situation was set. No security, no buffers, no can we step outside for a second? This was unfiltered, real emotion. And depending on who's telling the story, it ended with screaming, tears, doors being slammed, and one very rattled hotel manager. But to fully understand what went down inside that suite, the leaks, the fallout, and how the internet reacted to every chaotic detail, we've got to go even deeper. Now, let's pick back up where we left off. Remy, dressed head to toe in black, had just walked into a luxury Atlanta hotel suite. Her husband, maybe separated, maybe just emotionally missing, and Claressa Shields were allegedly mid-cuddle, mid-situation, or worse. What happened next? Oh, we've got the scoop. According to a suite staffer who wants to stay anonymous, we'll call her Keisha with the clipboard. The second Remy walked in, she didn't raise her voice, didn't cause a scene. She stood still, calm as ever, and asked, "Is this what we're doing now, Pap?" Y'all, if there's ever been a sentence that drops straight to the gut, it's that one. Quiet, straightforward. The kind of tone that says she already knows what's going on, but she's giving him one final shot to lie to her face. And what did Papoose do? Reportedly, he got to his feet, stunned, caught between both women like he'd just stepped into a BET drama series. Meanwhile, Claressa allegedly remained seated, sipping from a hotel water bottle with a grin like she was watching an episode of Love and Hip Hop, Revenge Edition. Then Remy walked right up to her, leaned in and said, "Say that brunch line to my face." Boom. That's when everything exploded. Shouting, accusations, someone apparently tossed a pillow. Insiders claim the only reason it didn't become a full-blown fight was because Papoose barely managed to step in between them, pleading for both sides to calm down. But here's where things really take a left turn. While everything was erupting inside the suite, a hotel guest from across the hall hit record on their phone, and within 30 minutes, a grainy audio-only video hit the internet. The quality wasn't great, but it was clear enough to hear Remy shouting, "You want to get physical with my man? Let's get physical right now." That audio bomb dropped on Twitter like a sledgehammer, instantly triggering trending hashtags like Jadar Reese vs Claressa, Cha Papoose caught slipping, and a fan favorite, "Not all black love missions." Now let's talk public reaction. One ex-user posted, "Remy really showed up like she was about to drop a diss track and headline a boxing match in the same night. Iconic." Another tweeted, "Claressa Shields may be a champion in the ring, but I've seen Remy live at Summer Jam. She doesn't lose fights." Fans were split straight down the middle. Team Remy was outraged, saying she stood by Papoose through his mixtape Mystery Years and gave him the best of her life, only to get blindsided by someone who started off as just a training buddy. On the other hand, Team Claressa was loving every minute. One Claressa Stan account wrote, "Remy had all those years to keep her man happy. Claressa saw a weak spot and took the shot. Period." But the drama didn't stop there. Not long after the confrontation, someone, and we're not naming names, but it rhymes with Claressa, leaked screenshots from a group chat. In those texts, Claressa casually said she and Papoose had been connecting spiritually and physically for weeks, even joking, Boxing's not the only thing I'm training him in. The nerve. Remy's camp wasted no time responding, posting a string of cryptic IG stories. Plain black backgrounds, white lowercase text. One read, "When royalty doesn't live here anymore." Another said, "It's always the ones you fed." The third was a boomerang of her tying up black Timberlands with "Lean Back" softly playing in the background. Message received. Meanwhile, Papoose stayed completely silent. No social posts, no statements, no freestyle verse. And the silence was deafening. Fans started roasting him for being the human version of a slippery DM, always ducking accountability. And just when it looked like the scandal had hit its peak, a second video leaked. This time, it was a blurry hallway clip showing Remy leaving the suite, visibly emotional, followed by her cousin Tone, yelling, "Nah, we're not doing this again, Rem." The internet collectively lost it. People started speculating, had this happened before? Was Claressa the real reason Remy and Papoose split? One TikTok sleuth did a lyric breakdown of Remy's recent verses, pointing out bars that allegedly hinted at betrayal. Another viral post showed Claressa wearing the same hoodie Pap had on in her Instagram story 3 weeks before the party. But it's not over, because the consequences weren't limited to just leaked clips and vague captions. According to industry sources, Remy's legal team is now weighing their options. Word is she's meeting with lawyers to explore a possible defamation suit, or even a breach of contract, because apparently she and Papoose had a no public embarrassment clause in a brand deal they inked last year. And this is messy, public, and potentially profitable. Let's not forget, Remy and Papoose were still publicly attached through endorsement deals, including a skincare brand, a podcast teaser, and a Valentine's Day couples shoe collab. Now, sources say sponsors are either backing out or holding off to see what happens next. Who's telling the truth? And here's some extra heat. A voice note leaks, supposedly Claressa again, where she vents that she's bitter because she lost. She once had the man, the spotlight, and the loyalty. But now all she's holding on to is the spotlight. "I got the man," she says. Boom. Mic drop. As this chaos keeps building, fans, bloggers, and even celebs are jumping in. Cardi B likes a shady tweet. Fat Joe drops 3 side-eye emojis under a gossip blog post, and Funkmaster Flex shares a clip of the leaked audio with the caption, "Somebody get in the booth and turn this into a diss track ASAP." The whole hip-hop world is locked in. People are guessing, is this a real breakup, a PR stunt gone sideways, or the start of a messy custody war over their shared fan base? And just when it seems like it can't go any lower, rumors start flying about a hidden camera in the suite. Yep, an anonymous tip claims the whole thing was caught on a private security cam, and Remy might have the footage. What's she planning to do with it? No one's sure, but considering how strategic her camp has been lately, don't be shocked if a documentary called Raise the World drops next month. Meanwhile, Claressa? Completely unbothered. She's still uploading training clips, motivational posts, and cryptic captions like, "I punch harder when I'm inspired." Petty? Definitely, but kind of legendary too. As timelines flood with takes, theories, memes, and fan edits, one thing is undeniable. This isn't just drama anymore. It's a full-blown cultural event. So what does it all mean for Remy Ma's future? Can Papoose survive the blowback? And is Claressa really about to move in with him? Yep, that's next, because you won't believe what went down the morning after. Let's break it down. The morning after, Remy had just exited that Atlanta hotel suite, fresh from a heated face-off with her husband and Claressa Shields. It was intense, emotional, and messy, and social media was still reeling from the leaked audio and grainy hallway video. But Remy didn't waste any time making her next move. And that move? A phone call. Not to a therapist, not to a crisis manager, but reportedly to a reality TV producer. That's right. She's turning this betrayal into primetime content. Sources close to production say Remy's team has pitched a limited docuseries called Unbothered Until I Wasn't, The Remy Story, a raw, unscripted look into betrayal, resilience, and letting people show their true colors. But even that's not the wildest twist. Because just as Remy's team gears up for cameras and contracts, Papoose finally breaks his silence. But not with a statement, not with a press interview, not even with a freestyle. Instead, he drops a black and white Instagram video. It's moody. There's a piano instrumental. Would you like me to continue with the next part? The piano plays softly in the background as he states, "Sometimes people change, and sometimes they just show who they've always been." No names, no tags, but everyone knew exactly who he was referring to. The comments section was in chaos, wondering if this was about Remy or Claressa, not him quoting Pinterest during a cheating scandal. It felt like he was blinking twice as if she cooked better than Remy. While the internet was laughing, Remy wasn't amused. The next day, her team responded with a stop, an actual legal notice sent to Papoose and Claressa, both accusing them of defamation, image rights violation, and even unauthorized use of emotional labor. Legal jargon? Sure. But the message was clear. Stop using her heartbreak for promotion. Claressa, on the other hand, doubled down. She posted a video from the same gym where she and Papoose were allegedly training, doing who knows what else, with the caption, "Don't worry about what's in my corner, worry about what's coming out of it." She smiled at the camera, not a subtle smirk, but a full-on grin, like she just won a round. But it didn't end there. Sponsors started pulling out of deals. Remember that couple's skincare line Papoose and Remy were promoting? Canceled. The Black Love and Lyrics podcast? Paused indefinitely. Their joint appearance at an upcoming awards show? Gone from the press release overnight. As endorsements dropped, Remy's brand manager allegedly urged her to release a public statement. You know the kind celebrities do, all about healing and wishing the best. But instead of a letter, Remy dropped a freestyle, a full track titled, "Take the Gloves Off," posted at midnight. The lyrics hit hard. Training with my man, sparring with the truth. You punch bags, I punch lines. Proof you think you got the crown? That's just a phase. I gave him 10 summers. You gave him protein shakes. The internet went wild. For the third day in a row, fans said this freestyle was better than most of her last album. Even Nicki Minaj sneaked a like on a fan tweet that said, "Now this is the Remy I miss." While Remy was throwing verbal punches, Claressa booked an interview. Sit down, full makeup, designer outfit, with none other than Wendy Williams for her first digital return after a hiatus. The interview hit YouTube and immediately racked up 1 million views. Claressa sipped tea and told Wendy, "I didn't steal anyone's man. He came to me. If you leave your keys in the car, don't be mad when someone drives off." Wendy pressed on, "Are you two together now, or was it just physical?" Claressa answered, "We're exploring our connection. That's all I'll say." Meanwhile, Papoose's Instagram was silent, with only a post of his daughter drawing a picture of a broken heart and sunshine. The caption read, "Kids know everything, sir. Please." As the drama unfolded, fans noticed something curious. A few online detectives dug into Claressa's past posts and found one from 4 months ago, taken inside a house with a distinctive mirror. The same mirror appeared in one of Papoose's old Instagram live streams from 2022. People started connecting the dots. Was this affair going on longer than anyone thought? Did Claressa and Papoose have something before the birthday party drama? Was the brunch bombshell just a cover for a hidden relationship? Then, a voice memo surfaced from an anonymous source, allegedly of Remy crying to a friend saying, "I gave that man everything, loyalty years, my whole life, and he handed it to a boxer like it was nothing." Fans were heartbroken, and even some of Claressa's supporters started to rethink things. But then, out of nowhere, a former assistant of Papoose leaked a contract, a handwritten and signed agreement titled Agreement of Publicity Partnership with Claressa Shields. Allegedly, the document laid out plans for paparazzi appearances, intimate photos to leak, fake gym stories, and even a clause about a controlled love triangle narrative for buzz. So, wait, this whole thing might have been scripted drama to boost followers and brand engagement as part of a joint podcast called Punchlines and Promises? If that's true, Remy wasn't just betrayed, she was used. And if the Bronx legend finds out she was played in a PR stunt, somebody might need to go into witness protection. But whether it's real, fake, or a twisted mix of both, one thing's clear. This drama is dominating the internet right now. Fans keep speculating, defending, canceling, and dragging. All eyes are on Remy Ma's next move. Is she truly done with Papoose? Is she suing Claressa? Or is she about to turn this betrayal into a major comeback? One thing's clear. No one's coming out of this unscathed. I mean, what did we just witness? A cheating scandal, a PR stunt, a hip-hop boxing match with no gloves or rules, everything from hotel rooms to leaked audio, mystery contracts, and lyrical warfare. This situation keeps escalating. And let's be real, no one expected Claressa Shields to come for Remy like that, and Papoose went from Black Love icon to the human embodiment of a shrug. But the big question is, what happens next? Will Remy drop more diss tracks? Will Claressa and Papoose go full public and become the next toxic couple in the culture? Or is the leaked contract proof that everything we've been watching is just a massive PR stunt gone wrong? We want to hear your thoughts. Comment below. Team Remy or Team Claressa? Was this betrayal real or just an elaborate PR scheme? And more importantly, would you forgive someone who accidentally found themselves in a relationship with a champion boxer? If you're still alive after all this drama, hit that like button, subscribe for the latest exclusives, and turn on notifications, because this saga is far from over. And you know if it's messy, scandalous, and possibly illegal, we're spilling it right here on Gossip Star Vibe. Until next time, stay nosy.